Bruh, can we talk about Lamont Roach versus Gervonta Tank Davis? Man, what a fight. What a unexpected fight, considering how much of an underdog Lamont Roach was in that fight. And I just rewatched it too, right? And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. When I say Lamont Roach put Tank through it, he put Tank through it. So the first 5 rounds was kind of close. It was kind of like a back and forth, fight. It was a slow start. Both fighters was cautious. But one thing I will say about Lamont was on Tank heels from round 1 through round 12. He was constantly in his face. He was constantly putting on that pressure on Tank. And that's something that I do want to applaud Lamont Roach on. It was the composure, it was the poise, it was the confidence, to be able to mix it up with Tank. Cause I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. Lamont, but one thing about Lamont is tough. Nobody can't say otherwise. Lamont is tough. Lamont has a chin. He took some real hard shots from Tank Davis in that fight, and he stayed right there. Like, I ain't gonna say it didn't bother him because it's Tank can punch, but he didn't get overwhelmed by Tank. He was just not overwhelmed by Tank. Like, he didn't allow the moment to get away from him, right? For example, in the 6th round, right, Tank came out and Tank started wilding, you know what I'm saying? Tank picked it up in the 6th round, okay, boom. Then Lamont came back in the 7th round, started dogging, started getting on the inside. Body shots, boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? Right hand, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was in there with him. But one thing I will say, Lamont was very physical with Tank. And that was something that he was not afraid to do. He was not afraid to get physical with Tank, especially when it came to clinching. He was not afraid to get physical with Tank. His dad told him, when you in that clinch, work that free hand, because that's what Tank is trying to do. So when he's in that clinch, he working him, bang, bang, bang. And he caught Tank a few times in the clinch. He just wasn't afraid to be physical with Tank, especially on the inside. He was on the inside, man. Like he was on the inside. He'll throw a lead uppercut, boom, caught Tank. He's slipping. Bro. Can we just talk about his defense, bro? Can we talk about his defense? Like, the man was in there slipping shots. He taking angles on Tank, catching him with a right hand. Like, bro, when I say Lamont Roach, when I say he put Tank through it, bro, he put Tank Davis through it. I do want to talk about that 8th round, and then we're going to talk about that knockdown in the 9th round. The 8th round, right, where the infamous clip of Tank catching Roach and Roach returning fire with his right hand, that sequence is so fire, bro. Like, that's beautiful boxing. That's really high IQ stuff, right? Because Tank got low and he threw his lead left. Anytime you fight a southpaw, it requires you to unlock a certain level of bag, right? Because everybody know the right hand and the lead hook are a southpaw's kryptonite. However, it's about how you use the right hand versus the southpaw. And Lamont did that just well. Like, he'll double up on the lead hook. He'll throw body shot, lead hook, and then he'll follow upstairs with a lead hook. And then he'll counter Tank's lead left with his right straight. And then after the 7th round, he started to pick up on Tank. He started to see that Tank is trying to look for a lead left. So what he started doing, he started to counter Tank's lead left hand with his own right straight. Boom, catching him. It was just beautiful boxing. Not only just from Lamont Roach, because this isn't just a Lamont Roach show. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like Lamont was just completely just battering Tank Davis. This was a good showing from both fighters. From Tank showed some bag as well, hitting him with, with body shots, just doing things that Tank do. I will say I liked Tank's footwork that he did show in that fight. I definitely did. I liked Tank's footwork that he showed in that fight. I think he moved a little bit too much in that fight, but I think he was trying to catch Lamont with traps, and that's why he moved the way how he did. Now, to the knockdown. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. As good as that fight was, that was the number one thing that ruined it for me, bruh. Like, come on, Steve, bruh. Are we serious? Like, forget the knockdown, right? Forget Tank taking a step back and he taking a knee, right? It's like that whole sequence was just wild. Okay, not only did Tank not take a knee and Steve legit didn't call it a knockdown, my man legit walked to his corner and was talking to his corner and was getting worked on. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. Like, you can't walk to your corner in the middle of a round and start, like, bro, my man legit called a timeout in the middle of a fight, bro. I kid you not. My man legit called a timeout. My man legit asked for a break. How do you allow it? Like, the only one that can do that is the referee. And the ref allowed him to get off scot-free. Had that been any other referee, one, that's a knockdown. Two, they not having that. It's a referee I like so much because, for one, he don't play that. Thomas Taylor. I like Thomas Taylor. Thomas Taylor, he don't be going for any other BS. That, like, what Tank just did that night, like, that's that A-side Tank Davis favoritism right there, bro. Had that been any other fighter on any other planet, had that been any other fighter, had that been any other, that's a knockdown. And you definitely, and it might have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't walk to your corner like that. Then you asking for a break. How can you, like, you telling Steve I need a break? You a referee. Like, what do you mean? Like, how you gonna tell me you need a break? What Tank should have done, and as he acknowledged that he did wrong, so of course, hats off to him. But what Tank should have done, if he had grease in his eye, he should have said, yo, I can't see. You know what I'm saying? He should have looked at the ref and said, hey, I got something going on in my eye. Then had the ref acknowledge that, then he could pause the fight and say, go to your corner and, you know, get that away from his eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to your corner. Like, had a permission. My man just legit took a knee and ran over there. Like, he broke so many rules in that one sequence, and nobody's talking about that, bro. Nobody's talking about that. Like, that is crazy, bro. And to make it even more sad, that was the reason why he. And then you got. And to make it even more comical, this is how you know the fix was in. Larry Hazard, even though he's not an official judge, but this is how you know they was pro Tank Davis, and Lamont overachieved. Like, the fact that he even had a draw, he overachieved. This is how you know the fix was in. This is how you know it wasn't meant for Lamont Roach to win. After he took a knee, after he did all of that. And mind you, I ain't gonna lie. Like, after that whole little sequence, they got back to it. Oh, they got back to it. That ninth round, they definitely got back to it. But after all of that, Larry Hazard gave Tank the round. That, like, at that point, the fix is in. It was not meant for Lamont Roach to beat Tank that night. It wasn't. It wasn't meant for him to beat Tank that night. Because, I mean, at that point, it's like, what more do you want for him to do? The man came up, he showed out, and it wasn't enough. But on that note, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy any of this content, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and comment down below y'all thoughts and opinions about Lamont Roach's performance versus Tank Davis, and how do y'all feel about the fight itself, and also, how do y'all also feel about that missed call of a knockdown in the ninth round? Do you think it's fair? Or do you think Lamont Roach got robbed, like how I think Lamont Roach got robbed of victory? Because had that knockdown been called, the fight goes a different way. And if you are new, make sure you hit that red button that says subscribe and click that bell, and make sure that bell is turned on to all so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And like always, it's your boy Remy, and I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.